Hey, I'm David A. Dean, and this is another one of those commentaries I do for YouTube, Facebook, and the David A. Dean fan club. And I'm now on Pinterest if you're one of those ladies that likes that site, or if you're a guy trying to make it a little bit more manly. So anyway, I'm here hanging out to share with you my Apple Store experience. Because, listen, I'm not complaining about the customer service I got. They helped me out immensely. I just want to talk about efficiency and how this technology company that's all about technology runs the most efficient store in the entire world. It's inefficient as all get out. Alright, so I show up at the store, my iPod is broken, it's got a crack on the screen, and I see on the website that they'll give you a refurbished one for about half the price. So I go in, and I meet this nice woman with a smile, who's like, alright, I need you to go to this computer and sign in, and then go hang out in the back. And she's like, she points me to this other woman and said, this is the woman that will be helping you. So this woman goes in and then she makes me fill out a bunch of stuff on a form. Like I'm signing up for a website. She makes me fill out all this stuff. You know, name, address, email address, that kind of thing. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. So I fill that out. Then she gives me an appointment. It says 6:10. So I'm like, that's in like 4 minutes. Okay, fine. So then she starts writing information down on a computer about what I look like. All right. So then she's like, well, you can go hang out in the back. And I guess they built it like a cafe for nerds, but it's the most obnoxious setup in the entire world. You go in the back and there's a bunch of computers and half of them don't work. And the ones that do work are just obnoxious, and I guess they want you to try out their products and all that kind of stuff, but literally, I just want to get a refurbished iPod. That's it. That's the only reason I'm in there. So I'm like, 6:10, okay, this is fine. So anyway, I'm in there or 6:10 rolls around, and somebody comes up to me and goes, we'll be right with you. We got one more person behind you. Again, with a smile. This is not a knock on the employees, but then you look around, and there's like 15 employees all standing around. They're all like using their technology. I guess, wow, Apple products are cool, gotta use it. 4 people are running around with iPads. Another 3 people are showing guys desktops. And then there's another guy over here. He's got like an iPhone or something like that. Everybody's on technology, and I'm sort of standing there. And every about 5 or 10 minutes, somebody comes up and says, don't worry, you're next. Then, remember how earlier I told you they're checking out like what you look for? Like they're profiling you? They've got all these people that are walking around the store with iPads, sizing people up, looking for the person that's been described. And they'll look at you, they'll go, oh, we'll be right with you, and then they'll move on to the next person. So there's a whole bunch of other employees, these are different employees, wandering around going, are you so-and-so? And either the answer is yes or no. Okay, so 6:10 is long gone. It's about 6:30, 6:45. Finally, this guy comes up to me and is like, I will take you now. And I'm like, finally. So we go through the whole thing, and I just ask some questions. It's refurbished, so I just want to make sure that, and so I unfortunately used the word used, and he looked at me offended, like, I'm selling you a new iPod. I'm like, doesn't refurbished mean used? He's like, no, we treat things different at Apple. And I'm like, dude, I just want to stick an iPod in for you to answer my questions. I don't need the nerd force going, how dare you think my refurbished iPod is used. Well, I just think refurbished means that they took an old one, they polished it up and sent it out. That means used, right? It's like a BMW salesman. It's gently used or certified. What is it? It's certified pre-owned. It's not used. Come on. There's a whole bunch of people standing around. The place is busy, but there's enough time for a bunch of employees to be standing around making fun that one of the girls is pregnant, and she keeps going, I'm not pregnant. And then a bunch of other employees walk up to her and go, are you pregnant? And then I'm just saying there's a lot of strange stuff going on at this Apple store, and it seems like there's a lot of other people standing around waiting for other people. It's just it's not run as efficiently as it should be. I'm going to get off my soapbox because, you know, I'm a PC guy through and through, and I think part of the problem is that I don't speak Apple. And I feel like if I spoke the language of Apple, maybe I would appreciate this experience. But when I go into a store for a refurbished product, When I go in, all I want is the refurbished product. I don't want to look at other products. I don't want to envelop myself in the Apple lifestyle. It feels like Scientology to me. It's just, I don't want to get enveloped in that. All I want is my product, and I want it as quick as possible. So, Apple Store, you've got technology. You're a technology business. How about you use that technology to make yourselves more efficient? And I think this sizing up thing where you write down a description of what somebody's wearing, I think somebody could construe that as profiling. So you've got a lawsuit on your hands too. So I'm just saying, Apple, I'm at the end of the day, great customer service. I got treated well by everybody I came in contact with. But the experience that you're creating is kind of obnoxious and over nerdy for its own good. I'm David A. Dean. I want to fix you, Apple Store. That's all I'm saying.